All right, shalom, shalom. It's your brother Warumir back with another lesson, Lord, willing to be edifying. I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wahal, Rakakwadash, Barakath Yahweh, Barakath Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops of Great Millstone who taught me the truth. Shalom to the 144,000 men of the Lord you see on the highways and byways prophesying in the name and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, also in the correct doctrine. Shalom to the 1/3 men, women, and children that will escape the judgment of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai by their faith. Another lesson I want to bring out, get ready. I'm going to probably name it something like it, get ready, because this is the time of Jacob's trouble. It's going to hit full force. And I can't say for sure, just through the spirit, we just believe. I just believe that it's here, because you're going to start seeing shortages on food, man, as well as other things. But the main thing is food. When these people are not able to eat, man, they're going to go crazy, man. As well as when this financial system crashes, the people are going to lose it. So let's get right into it, man. I got a couple of videos I want to hit, and then we'll hit some scriptures. And like I said, Lord willing to be edifying.
The next few weeks is going to get really bad. And you need to know that, because deliveries to the ports, yeah, they're dropping like a stone. Yeah, this whole tariff thing is going to cost thousands of companies to go bankrupt. It's going to cause millions of workers to lose their jobs. And store shelves are going to you're going to start seeing them empty in about 2 weeks. That's what's coming. Just so you know. I don't want you to come on TikTok and go, no one told us. What's going on? What's going on is the ships are not coming. The containers are not coming. Trucks with goods are not coming. So when you go to the store and you see aisle after aisle of empty shelves, you're going to know why. Because this whole tariff thing has not been solved at all. And now, from this point on, every week, it's going to get worse and worse and worse. Let me know what you're doing to prepare. Like and follow for more.
Yeah, that's true. It's going to get worse, man. And these videos are telling you and explaining to you, this place is finished, man. And like I said before, if you ever return to the Lord, this is a good time to return to the Lord, man, before the judgment comes. And Lord, willing He have mercy upon you and make you a part of the hopeful elect that will escape the judgments that He's going to bring on the earth. And it's soon to have a famine of the word, man. And I just believe through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, that's coming very, very quickly. As these power outages, you're going to have power outages here in Babylon the Great, as you've seen in Portugal with Spain and also parts of France. Power grids going all the way out, man. This is entering into the time of Jacob's trouble, man. And everyone is going to be affected.
U.S. freight recession keeps getting deeper. What? J.P. Hunt, a leading freight company, experiences a significant decline in stock value following disappointing first quarter earnings, with profits plummeting by $70.3 million compared to the previous year, and revenue falling short of forecast by 9%, dropping by $2.94 billion. Weak trucking volume and sluggish demands contribute to J.P. Hunt's struggle, reflecting broader challenges in the freight market, and which has been grappling with a prolonged slowdown since the pandemic. Bank of America senior transportation analyst Ken Hoexter noted demand remains weak. Pricing is remaining at really historic low levels. Tom, what's going on here?
So it's telling you that this place is finna go down, man. And they're finna introduce the digital system, man, the digital currency, which is the MOTB. And we've been warning you through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone down, about what's coming. And we're finally here, man. So let's continue on with these videos.
I need you guys to understand that even if this guy does his deal-making thing, the disruptions are already locked in. This is the trucking volume coming out of Los Angeles. Here's the annual graph, and this is this year so far. Notice how right now the volume is about similar to Thanksgiving and Christmas. You know, when most truckers aren't even driving. That's colossal. That is a 2020 style supply chain disruption. It does not matter if the tariffs stop tomorrow. The goods are already on their way. It takes 5 to 7 weeks for stuff to start showing up here and properly be tariffed, and then the price increases come shortly after. Those things are already locked in. You're going to see companies revising their earnings forecasts down. PepsiCo is one of the largest drink and food conglomerates in the US. They control basically half the snack foods you can think about right now, and they are revising their forecasts down due to tariffs. If Americans aren't buying sody pop, shit is going down, my guy. And this is completely ignoring the supply chain disruptions to the auto industry or the tech industry. These things are such complex products that require so many parts from different parts of the world. The disruption is locked in, and the price increases are going to be things we haven't seen in a very long time. Now, for yours truly's take, I am not an expert, but the overwhelming majority of tariffed goods will be here within 4 weeks. The prices of a lot of goods will start ticking up a little bit. By the end of this quarter, you'll start to see company after company revising their earnings forecasts down, citing the exact same things as other mega corporations like Pepsi. I think once Q3 rolls around, your average person is really going to understand the disruption part. It's going to feel like 2020 again. And I think at that back to school season is where I'm thinking most people will go, oh shit, it really is that bad. And at that point, most people will actually admit we're in a recession, whereas right now, it's kind of only showing up in the stock market. When the stock market declines in the way it has, it's down 15-20% from all-time highs right now. You start to have people asking if this is going to cascade into other parts of the economy. And with something as self-defeating as tariffs, it's like a self-destruct button. It is very clear that this is going to cascade into other things. The price increases are going to hurt every last person, who isn't sitting on a treasure trove of $50 million, which is 99% of people. And yet there's a solid 10 to 15% of the population that is actively cheering for their own self-destruction. And that is just mental to me. I don't know how else to describe it. We're getting up to 2.5 minutes here, but my point is that this disruption is coming for you and you need to be ready for it now. Especially if you need complex things like tech, like cars. Those purchases should be out the door and you shouldn't be thinking about them. Because again, to wrap up, even if the tariffs are completely lifted tomorrow, all the trade deals are done, everything goes back to zero, everything goes back to pre-Donald Trump part 2, the tariffed goods are still going to be here in a couple of weeks.
So there's no way around the tariff attack, we would say, because the products are going to be extremely high, and there's also going to be a shortage of them. So it's ultimately going to lead to job layoff, job cuts, everything, man. It's here, man. And if they, like he said, if they stop doing the tariffs today, it would still take 5 to 7 weeks, I want to say, for this to basically get back to what they would call normal. Which you got to get in your mind, normal is over with, man. Especially if you're seeking how Bashem Yahushua, you should know normal is over with. It's only going to get bad from here. And your jobs, your factories, and these jobs that we have are going to have a lot of cuts. Because they can't have you on the payroll eating up clock and not doing anything, man. So all these factories are going to get slow. And it's ultimately going to lead to no food on the shelves. Because this trucker, this going to hit the truckers, man, real bad, man. And they're the ones that are going to bring the food to the stores. And you see the tariff thing with China, that's mostly not only products, but the food, man. That's going to cause a lot of the food not to hit the shelves. And that's what's going to lead to chaos in the streets, man. We're here, man. Get ready.
We have some crazy breaking news right now. Trump's newest victims are a group of Americans that we actually need to survive in this country. The American truck driver. The sad thing is 90% of these truck drivers voted for Trump in the 2024 election. And it doesn't stop there. The whole shipping industry is under attack by Trump. They are collapsing right now, guys, and no one is talking about it. Since April 1st, imports from China have dropped 36%. Ports like Los Angeles are reporting a 35% plunge in cargo. At least 80 cargo ships have gone, canceled, diverted, or are empty. Inside the United States, freight volumes have crashed 14.9% compared to last year. Thousands of truck drivers are now losing loads and losing jobs. Volvo just announced layoffs. 800 American workers are being cut. Independent truckers, the people we keep America running with, are barely surviving. Here's the hardest part. The truck drivers were some of Donald Trump's strongest supporters. 90%, guys, 90% of them voted for Trump. And look how he's treating them. This is insane. I don't understand. This isn't about politics anymore. This is about an American economic collapse happening right before our eyes. And who's paying the price? Truckers, dock workers, small businesses, all of our families. If you want the truth, follow me on Instagram and Substack. The real news every day, all truth, no BS. This is real. This is legit.
So you're seeing the fall of a Babylon the Great, man. And it was an article. Let me see if I can pull that up. 11 countries are not using the American dollar anymore. There's an article that pulled up right here. It says, say goodbye to the dollar in these 11 countries in 2025. You can look this up. Just Google this. It said it will no longer be valid and you will not be able to use it after that date. So the dollar's gone, man. The dollar is finished. And they're going to go to the MOTB, man, the RFID, micro. You should know the rest. I want to say fair use, fair use. This information should be used for educational purposes only. I will not be benefiting financially from this video. This is just for educational purposes only. Now you see, it says decreased traffic at ports follow tariffs. How long will it be before you start losing hours or shifts or even layoffs? And this is what's coming, man. This summer is going to be one for the books, man. If we make it out of this summer. Let me see. Now I don't want to play. Let me delete it and bring it back up, man. There you go. This summer going to be one for the books, man. If we even make it out of this summer. Check this video out.
How long will it take for you to have your hours cut, or even worse, lose your job?
Pain starting to hit the ports. This could be a major indicator, too, so watch this story. Overseas shipments from Asia into the Los Angeles area is taking a plunge, we're told, and signs show that it's only going to get worse. William Longinus is live at the Port of Los Angeles, and what are you seeing there with the sun up there in California? William, hello.
Hey, good morning, Bill. Yeah, the ports are seeing more cancellations every day. That means ships not sailing. But it's all about the ripple effect, right? Product availability, consumer price, but also jobs. And nowhere is that more apparent than here at the port of LA in Long Beach, right? This is kind of the canary in the coal mine that you mentioned in this escalating trade war with China. Cancellations are way up. Ship traffic could fall more than 35% in a single month.
In terms of bookings, as it relates to shippings, that's been substantially reduced, anywhere between 30-35%. In some instances, with some commodities, even up to 50%.
So what does that mean? Well, on average, a container ship carries about 8,000 containers. It takes about 4 days to unload. With traffic down by 3 ships a day, that's 25,000 containers that don't need longshoremen, warehouse workers, or truckers.
The writing is on the wall. If we're not moving containers, there's no work, which means the companies aren't making money. And you have to make money to survive in this environment. It's just the way it is.
So one casualty in this tariff war, Abacus Toys. It designs toys here in LA, but manufactures them in China. But because consumers are not going to pay $50 for a toy that should cost $25, the company is looking for alternatives, but say that could take years.
It's truly going to be a catastrophic year. I mean, more than half of the folks that I know are talking about closing their doors.
So the bottom line is, Bill, we get about $400 billion in trade with China imports. Most of it comes here. People here I've spoken to, they want fair trade. The question is, how long is it going to take to get that before you start losing hours or shifts or even layoffs?
Yeah,
back to you.
Golden question there. Thank you, William. Nice to see you there on the water there in LA. Thank you.
To be quite honest, ladies and gentlemen, it's already starting to happen. I know a lot of people whose hours have been cut because there's just no work for them because of Donald Trump's tariffs. Who would have thought that doing these tariffs would not only place an additional tax burden on everyday Americans because we know we are the ones that are paying it, but it also would lead to folks having their hours cut or even worse, losing their jobs. If this is what you Trump supporters are talking about when you say
Yeah, it don't make it don't matter. But you see, people are not ready to lose everything. And if you're not, your spirit is not in this word, man, this truth, you're doomed, man. Because they're doing this strategically to make people want the MOTB. They want to crash the dollar, all the money that you have. They're doing it right now. You see his picture. Matter of fact, let me pull that video up. I ain't gonna hit a whole lot of scriptures, but I'm gonna hit a bunch. I'm not gonna hit a lot of scriptures. I'm gonna hit a bunch. I'm not gonna hit a whole lot of scriptures, but I'm gonna hit some that's relevant to the lesson, because you can tell that they're doing things gradually to see how the people react. Now, these people over in Spain and Portugal, they was hit with a nationwide, the whole country power outage in Spain and Portugal. Now, they can't go to the ATMs. They can't go nowhere to get food because the stores are closed. They're basically stuck. And they're just basically just weighing the temperature to see how the people react. And I don't know how long it's going to go. It might just be today. It might be just tomorrow. I don't know how long it's going to go. But they're weighing the temperature of the people to see if they uprise against the government, man. And this is not a joke, man. They have no power, man. No water running, none of that.
Soluciona la vista. Así que vamos a salir de la estación.
And you can just see the store shelves are empty. So I'm assuming they can use cash. I don't know. I'm not there. I only seen a couple videos on it. But yeah, they're not able to get money out of the ATM. They can't use their cards because everything, the power is dead. But it's ultimately leading to the MOTB, man. And that's what they're doing. They're bringing it in very slow and seeing how people react to it, because when they crash, it is over with. They can't go back. So they want to see how the people are going to react and see what they need to put in place for the people, man. Now check this out.
Shocking the world. Donald Trump has announced that as of next month, the US dollar will no longer be the official currency of the United States. In its place will be a national cryptocurrency called Liberty Coin. The US officially says goodbye to the US dollar. This isn't just a shift in the way payments are made. It's a disruption of the global financial landscape. Liberty Coin Bank declares bankruptcy as millions of depositors go on a withdrawal spree. Wall Street suffered a Black Friday and international markets were in chaos. China, the European Union, Russia, quickly pushing back, refusing to adopt free coin transactions. And Trump threw out a heavy-handed promise: in the future, only countries that accept Liberty Coin will be able to do business with the United States. This isn't just a currency war. It's a clash of values and a battle for sovereignty in the digital age. Some call it the end of dollar hegemony. Your entire savings could be wiped out overnight. The dollars you've been saving all your life are being forced out of service. Tell us what you think in the comments section. Don't let your voice be erased before paper money becomes code.
See, your dollar is not going to be, it's going to be useless, man. So the money you have, and it's a currency war. It's a currency war just as well as it is a tariff war, man. Because this ultimately going to lead to a digital currency, which they just basically seeing what countries are basically fighting. They're fighting for position to see who's going to control the dollar, not the dollar, the digital dollar. And see, that's why Trump is saying you're not going to. If you're not accepting our coin, then you're not going to be able to basically use it here in Babylon the Great. And it's ultimately going to build up to World War III, but they're going to bring in a digital currency before the World War III starts, man. For the missiles start to happen, because World War III is already popping off. This is before the missiles, the thermonuclear missiles are shot off. And we've been bringing these lessons out constantly, man, with these scriptures telling you and warning you of what's to come. And we're finally here. And I'm going to hit a couple of scriptures, and Lord willing to be edifying. This is Jeremiah 30 and verse 4. It says, "And these are the words that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. And that's what we've been warning our people. It says, for thus say Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, we have heard the voice of trembling, of fear and not of peace. And we're warning you of the times we're going into, man. All hell breaking loose, man. People at each other's throat. Death in the streets. No food, man. Famines. All these things are coming, man. He says, ask ye now and see whether a man doeth travail with child. See that? These people are going to be terrified for the things that are coming upon the earth. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail. See, these women are going to be, these men are going to be like women out here, man. They're going to be terrified, man. And all faces turn to paleness. So they're going to be terrified, man. And that's what we want on our people, man. If you repent and return to the Lord, may the Lord have mercy upon you before the judgment comes. Because there's no turning back from what the Lord is going to do on the earth, man. At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. And it's where we at, man. The time of Jacob's trouble. But he shall be saved out of it. See, the elect are going to be saved out of the time of Jacob's trouble, man. All hell breaking loose, man. A time like never before on the face of the earth. We're here. And if you don't believe it, good. We'll see you after death by pain. This is Daniel 12 and verse 1. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered. See that? It's going to be a time like never before. Even Michael, the archangel, has to come back and protect the children of Israel. It's going to be a time, man, you can't even explain it, man, how bad it's going to be. People dead and shit in the streets, man. It's going to be the worst time ever in the history of the world, man. Way worse than the time of slavery, way worse than the bubonic plague or whatever history you've seen that it was bad in the earth, man. It's going to be way worse than that, man. We can't put it into words how bad it's going to be. We're just going by what the scripture says it's going to be. A time like never before, man. A time like never before. So once again, Daniel 12 and verse 1, it says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the prince, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time. So this is going to be very bad, man. Worldwide, no escape. Everywhere is going to be bad, man. Every country is going to be bad. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. And that's the elect going to be found written in the book. That's why we've been pushing this word out for our people to repent and return to the Lord. Because you have to be a part of the elect to be saved, man. You're not going to be saved because you're Israelite. You're going to be considered a 2/3 in the eyes of the Lord, man, in the eyes of the angels. So that's the reason why we continue to push this word out for you to repent. Because you don't know if the Lord is going to have mercy upon you, man. But if you're doing the will of the Lord and your faith is in him, he may have mercy upon you, man. Nothing is guaranteed, man. You have to put forth your effort and your faith to the Lord. This is Matthew 24 and verse 21. It says, for then shall be great tribulations, such as was not since the beginning of the world to the same time, no, nor ever shall be. See that? So it's going to be a time like never before, man. You can't put this in a time of any time we've seen in the past, man. It's going to be worse than that. Way worse than any time in the earth, man. It's a lot of times in the earth it was real bad. But the Lord is telling you this is going to be way worse than any time you can look back in the past and see. Even in the scriptures, man. Death, famine, killing, destruction. It's going to be all over, man. It's going to be all over. It's going to be so bad that Esau, he's not going to be able to control it, man. Once the Lord starts to bring judgment, Esau's not going to be able to control all the destruction that's coming. He's not going to be a controller. He thinks he's going to be in control of things that's going to come to pass, but it's going to be overwhelming to him. It's going to be overwhelming to him. He's not going to be able to control the time the Lord is going to, the time that we're going into, man, the time of Jacob's trouble. This is Zephaniah 1 and verse 14. It says, for the day is great. It's like it. The great day of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is near. It is near. It hasteth greatly. See, it's coming fast. Even the voice of the day of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. See that? If you're not a man of the Lord, you're going to be terrified, man. You're going to be in worst case, man. You're going to be terrified, man, with great judgment upon you, man. He says, that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. See, the time of Jacob's trouble is the day of the Lord as well, man. So you can't forget that the day of the Lord is the time of Jacob's trouble as well, man. Everything is going to happen simultaneously, man. All hell being breaking loose, man. And judgment reigning everywhere. See, this is the day of the Lord as well. It says, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men. See that? This is the Lord bringing distress upon men. That they shall walk like blind men because they have sinned against Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. See, all these people that never repented, they sin against the Lord, man. See, the elect, their sins going to be blotted out, but the 2/3, their sins are not going to be blotted out, man. He says, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as dung. See that? Your blood is going to be a lot of death and destruction, man. A lot of killing. And you're going to be like dung in the streets, man. You'll be like shit on the ground, man. Dead bodies everywhere, man. These bodies are not going to be mourned for. There's not going to be any funerals for this dead. The dead is coming. The time we're coming into. It's not going to be anyone burying anybody. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua's wrath. And that's what we're entering into, man. The day of the Lord's wrath, man. So the money that you have, you see Esau's going to crash the dollar. So if you had thousands of dollars put in the bank or put in your house under your mattress, it's going to be useless, man. We're heading in a time of never before on the face of the earth, man. And they're crippling you and right before your face for you to bow down to the system, man. Not having any food in the grocery stores, not being able to eat, not being able to drink water. They're crippling you so you will be vulnerable to take the MOTB, man. We seeing it play out, man, just like the scripture's saying it's going to play out. He says, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwelleth in the land, man. So all these thugs and gangsters and all this shit, they're going to be terrified, man. The ones you think they carry ratchets, will shoot somebody. That day is coming where they're going to be terrified, man. They're going to be worse than women in the times we're coming into, man. And I said, Esau, he's going to basically kick it off, but it's going to be out of his hands, man. The Lord is using him on the left-hand side to bring this judgment upon the earth, and it's going to be out of his hands. He's not going to control the judgment that the Lord is bringing, man. This is 2 Thessalonians 2, and I'm going to start at verse 5. He says, Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. And now ye know that what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. See that? We know who was revealed. That's Esau Edom, man, the so-called white man, the devil the Bible speaks of. It says, for the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And see, Esau's going to be taken out of the way, man. See, he's doing all these things, but he's orchestrating all these things, but he's soon to be taken out of the way in his own trap that he's setting for the people, man. Which, for the elect, he's going to be taken out of the way at the same time, man. This is the end of Esau's kingdom and his rulership. It says, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom Yahweh Bashem Yahushua shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. And that's what's happening, man. We're consuming Esau's kingdom with the spirit of our mouth, revealing who he is to the people. And only the elect are going to see and know and take heed to the word, man. It says, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. See that the Lord is going to destroy him with the brightness of his coming. Because like I said, all this is going to happen simultaneously, man. It's going to be a domino effect. And we're seeing it being the dominoes put in place for them to fall, man. And the Lord is finna knock them out, and they're finna knock them down, and they all fall in place, man. It's plain, man. It says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. And that's Esau, man. This time of Jacob's trouble, this is being orchestrated by Esau. If you read Psalm 17, I think it's like the last three scriptures, it tells you he is the Lord's sword, man. Let me get that real quick so it makes sense. So that's the reason why he's going to be taken out of the way, man. This is Psalm 17. Because like I said, you see who's setting it up. Trump is saying just bring the tariffs in for the hell of it. He knew that that would have a trickle effect. He knew that it would have a trickle effect on the whole globe, man. This is Psalm 17 in verse 13. It says, arise, O Yahweh Shem Yahushua, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked. See that? They are the wicked, which is thy sword. And Esau is the Lord's sword on the left-hand side, man. The judgment is ultimately coming to 2/3 of our people for not repenting and return to him. This is what the Lord is doing. And he's showing you who he has in charge of this judgment that's coming, man. And he's using Esau on the left-hand side to bring judgment upon his people, man. And that's the reason why, let me read it one more time. He says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. And that's him, man. And with all the deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth. And that's 2/3 of our people. It said that they might be saved. And that's 2/3 of our people. That the Lord is using Esau to bring judgment upon you because you didn't receive the love of the truth, man. You despised it and didn't want to repent. It says, and for this cause power shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. And that believing a lie is that you thinking that you're going to go back to normal if you take this man's mark. And a lot of people are going to be deceived by that. That's going to be a strong delusion. Oh yeah, you ain't got no food in the store, so if you take this mark, then you're going to be able to go in the stores and you're going to be able to get your job back. You'll be able to get your house back. This is a strong delusion that's going to be brought up on the earth, man. That they should believe a lie, and that's a lie. That's going to be told, man, and the people are going to take it, man, because they didn't receive the love of the truth. It says, verse 12, it says, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth. See that? Everyone that's going to be damned and not receive the truth, they're going to take this man's mark, man. But had pleasure in unrighteousness. And that's ultimately our people, man. They're going to have pleasure in unrighteousness, and they're going to receive this man's mark and be destroyed, man. And we're very close to all hell breaking loose, man. To this man, you see, you're going to crash. 11 countries are not using a dollar. So that means the dollar is basically finished, man. It has no power over the earth. And they're going to switch over to a digital currency, man. It's going to start with this coin, and then it's going to switch to a digital currency, which all of it's going to be CBDCs. It's all going to tie in together. So, I mean, you should know what it is, man. We're from the apostles and elders, great bill son on down to the brothers that teach the same likewise doctrines, the affiliate camps. We've been telling you through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. We're not alluding to what it could be or what it should be. We told you plainly what it was, man. We're not like the IUIC, man. We told you plainly, man. So your blood will be washed up off our hands, man. This is 1 John 2:18. Just hit the point. It says, little children, it is the last time that and as ye have heard that that Antichrist shall come. Even now are there many antichrists. So it's not one Antichrist coming. It's many of them. It says, whereby we know that it is the last time. So it's many of the antichrists, man. Your Trump is an antichrist. Your Elon Musk, he's an antichrist. All these men, these Edomites, are antichrists, man. Even our people are. Some of them are antichrists, man. So that's how we know with the end times, man. I was just watching a brother video. He said the third Neuralink, if you can look right here, the third Neuralink brain, this is Exile Prince 12. Just watch this Akim video. He's going into the third Neuralink brain implant patient. So we here, man. They know it's in a brother Great Millstone All Precepts. He's going into it too, man. So they're perfecting these marks, man, in your hand and in your hand and your forehead, man. So it won't be I didn't know. It's many antichrists. We told you from the beginning that I've been told since the beginning of I've seen the apostles and elders. I've been told from the beginning, man. And no one is going to be able to say they didn't know. Let me end it with this. This is 2 Ezra 16 and verse 1. It says, woe be unto Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Assyria, or in Syria, Slakia. It says, gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. And that's what we warn our people, man. Destruction is at hand, man. A sword is sent upon you. We just read the sword. Esau on the left-hand side. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? See, Esau is moving at the will of the Lord, man. He's not moving on his own. He's moving at the will of the Lord. See, that sword is sent, and who may turn it back? See, destruction is coming, man. And it can't be turned back. The Spirit of the Lord had on Esau as an antichrist to do his will. He's moving on it, man. He's not holding back. It says, a fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? May a man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire and stubble when it hath began to burn? See that these things you can't stop. May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? The mighty Yahweh Bashem Yahushua sendeth the plague. See that? All these things the Lord is sending you, man. He's telling you to get right, man. It's time to get ready. The mighty Yahweh Bashem Yahushua sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? See? Who is he that can drive them away, man? You're not able to fight against the Lord, man. You're not going to be able to turn these things back, man. It says, a fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightning, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? See that? Who shall not be afraid? The Lord is going to bring terror upon the earth. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? And see, this is the day of the Lord as well, man. The time of Jacob's trouble goes into the day of the Lord, because it's coming quickly after that. The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also, before Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. So everything is going to be terrified from the Lord. He's going to return. He's going to make his grand entrance on the earth, man. Everything is going to be terrified for the Lord, man. And he's coming. This is him returning, man. The earth quaking, the foundations thereof, the sea arising up with waves from the deep. See that? He's coming from the deep. See, the waters in the heavens is the waters out in the heavens too, man. That's why he's telling you he's coming from the deep, man. The waves of it are troubled. See that? And the fishes thereof also. See, the fish in the earth, man, they're gonna be terrified because the earth is gonna, man, everything is gonna be, man, everything is gonna be terrified at the Lord's return, man. At his presence, man. It says, before Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua and before the glory of his power, man. Everything is going to be terrified of the Lord, man. The fishes, the earth, the beasts of the earth. Everything, man. So Lord willing was edifying. Shalom. Shalom.